Hey, what is crapping, everybody? We made it to a Sunday. Look at this. Boom. What's up? Also, welcome back, TS. How are you doing?
I'm alive, dude. Thank you so much for having me back.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's been forever, and I've gotten jobs
Yeah.
since then. I was begging for them last time I was on here, so it seems to have worked.
Haha! Yes, success. That's right. I think that was it like a year ago when you were on for Hellion and Bash.
I think it was. I think it was about
like
a year. And since then, I've gotten to work with publishers. I've gotten paychecks. I went to Motor City Comic Con. I had some small wins, and so it was time for me to come back on. Because if you would have invited me earlier, I would have just said I'm still failing.
Oh no! Perfect timing then, because your book is kind of like exploding all over the place. I think I log on Instagram all the time, and I see stuff for the Digger just in my feed all over the place.
That's so cool. I don't know about exploding, but that's rad. I like that other people see that because I'm on the watch for it, so I'm biased, you know.
No, it just be literally. I'll just go to Instagram. It just pops up, and people are just talking about it. I think I've seen at least 10 different accounts talking about it. And according to GTK Comics, who was here from the start, he says, "Congrats, Digger #1 made the Hot 10 list."
Where's that?
Like from Comic Tom's Hot 10 list? Like Comic Tom's Hot 10 list? If you were back in here, let us know if that's the case. Yeah, people are saying it's a hot book. They like it. Listen, I got to read a couple of the issues, and I enjoyed it. That's right. Yes, let's see. Got Tia. Listen, you're there. Click on him. Go follow him because you also do YouTubey things as well. I see you be on live with Fish too. You guys are over there, cackling and then doing things. And
I try to be the fill-in guy for all of my buddies who have all these different awesome YouTube shows. Yeah, and I always have to hawk some podcast or some comic book. So I'm like, hey, if you ever need a fill-in, I can talk to people. I'm a middle-aged white guy. I have podcasts in the blood. Like, just let me on to chat about comics. I can do this. What's going on, Rayo?
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to get in there, get on a panel, and then your brain just dies, and you just sit there rambling for however many hours. And it happens to me pretty much every time I come in here, and I'm like, this is the fun times. Oh, check this out. Ray... What's up, Rayo in the bottle? Because you're coming all the way from Peru. That's right. Welcome on in here, guys.
Rayo's a comic book writer too. I've read some of their stuff. They're pretty good.
Oh, nice. Exciting stuff here. Yeah, if you don't know Victor too, he's a really good artist as well.
I do not know Victor,
I love it when you see a bunch of people be popping in here. Yes, go check them out. Yes. There, let's do some intros. Let's see. There's me. There's my face. Oh, taking all of the crust because I just woke up from a nap. That's right. And then I got TS over here. What is up, TS? There you go.
I write comics like this one. You should read it.
Whoa. Yes. In your local shops, by the way.
Not here in Michigan, apparently. I've talked to so many people around the world. They've been awesome. But all the shops I went into this week, they looked at me like I was insane. They're like, I don't know what the Digger is. I don't care that you wrote it. You should go fall in a hole. I hit the only one I was able to get a copy is I pulled it at Comic Relief in Flint, and they were able to get me a copy.
Interesting.
But I went to a bunch. I wasn't able to get down to Detroit, which I know there are a few shops that did have it on stands because they were really kind, and I've talked to them. But I went to a bunch in like the mid Michigan area, and they all told me to fall in a hole. So
damn.
But I'm getting like cool reviews out of England and stuff.
Listen, you hear that, Green Brain? You hear that, State of Comics? You hear that, A to Z? You hear that, Big Ben's?
Carry the Digger, please. Join the invasion. Apparently, it's on the top 10 list.
Apparently. Look at this. You hear that? It's the hottest comic not in your shops that needs to be in your shops.
But listen, I know I sound bitter, and I'm mostly joking. I'm a new comic book writer into the market, right? Like, I've been doing this for 5 years, but not everybody knows that. And Invader Comics is a small publisher. We got distribution this year, but
boom.
Rocking
the shirt today.
Oh, dude, awesome shirt. I didn't even notice. Heck yeah.
I got this, I want to say almost 3 years ago. I had this, I think, from the Neurocron campaign.
Oh, yeah, that was
I don't even know how long that's been. That got to be almost 3 years ago.
At least, because that was right around when I first started hearing of them. They did that, and then they did Darla from Josh Rubin, the guy directed Within. And that's when I first found Invader, and that's when they kind of came on my radar, but I didn't get a shirt. I just backed it for the book. I didn't know you were doing so well.
It's a sweatshirt. It's sick. I wear it all the time.
But yeah, like it's been cool, like to finally have people be able to read stuff that I didn't self-publish.
Yeah.
I mean, the self-published books are awesome. I know that you read it, and there's a wide gamut of the skill level from them. But there is a legitimacy when I can go, yeah, here's the publisher. Yeah, you can order it at your comic book shop. Versus, hey, if you buy it from my website, I'll hand deliver it to you in the mail. like it's a different game, and it makes me feel just a little bit better.
Yeah. I did drop the link right there. So if you want to go to the Invader website, go check out their books. Also check out this. You can order it on there. You can also order it. There's a lot of places that have it. I think it's through Lunar. You're getting distributed.
Lunar distribution. Yep. And I think they still have a couple in their warehouse because from what I got word of, there was too many. I mean, it's Batman, right? It's absolute Batman. There's too many Batman books being shipped through there, so some got delayed. So they still have some in their warehouse. So your shop might be able to weasel an order if you're excited about it. And you didn't get one there this week. So
yeah, very cool. I'm very excited for this. Let's see, because you did Hellion and Bash the last time. I also look at this. Look at how prepared I am for this.
You did your research.
You guys ready for? Are you guys ready for this? I did research. Guess what? You also have the pre-launch link for Tokyo Fire.
I do. That's wild.
Click that and go sign up for that. Boom.
That's right. And that's with the publisher that I own a piece of. That's Professional Entropy. That's me and my buddy John's publisher. And basically, we funded all of Tokyo Fire 1 through 3, and a special one-shot. And we're going to do all of Volume 1. So you don't have to worry if you're never going to get another issue. If you go and back that when we finally do launch it, you're getting all 4 issues no matter what. Because we already paid for them. If I die tomorrow, you're in Sky's hands. Like, she can draw it all and it can still get out there.
Nice.
That's and I eat a lot of hot dogs.
Yep. I know. We talked about that the last time.
I was just stuffing my face with hot dogs before the show because I'm like, I got to get in the mindset. I got to be able to hang the K. So, like, hot dogs, I got to go stand out in the snow, and I got to read
some get you a latte. Listen, it was nice today, but let me tell you, it's been terrible this whole winter season.
No, it's our fault for living in the
Midwest. Not having it.
That's on us.
It's terrible. Yeah.
It's tough to get it to like. We have some awesome comic book shops. If you head down to your neck of the woods, if you head further south, but you're still in kind of a nerdy like desert in a lot of places. You know, like this is not the mecca for nerdy stuff. You know, if you miss Motor City Comic Con, you have to wait another 6 months for something cool to roll around.
Oh, there's some small ones in between. I love one of my favorite ones is Astronomicon. Can't wait for that to roll around. That's one of my faves. But I like the small ones. I've been hanging around Monroe Comic Con, a couple of the Fantasticons.
Oh, nice.
Over the last couple of years. They've been cool. I like the lower, kind of smaller things. I usually do the Motor City stuff and Youmacon, but you know, the small guys. I like that. It's awesome. Yes. Oh.
Right. What's that question?
We got a question here. After we finish reading The Digger, what we should watch or listen to, let the story rest in our heads, besides Indiana Jones, of course. Whoa.
Oh, I mean, go check out something like The Last of Us would be my recommendation. You know, just another old guy and a little kid going on a road trip, or go read The Road.
The Road? Oh, yeah.
And, you know, they just did the English translation of the comic book version of The Road, because that was published in French originally when they did the adaptation, and it wasn't going to come stateside, but they finally did a version of it in English. So if you want to read a comic book, since we're talking about comic books today, instead of watching the movie or reading the book, go check out The Road comic book. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We got more people popping here. What's up, people? If you're just joining us, we're talking to TS. He's been here before, local dude, and also you're here because we're talking about that book right there. Look at that. Boom. So let's see. You want to let the people know what is The Digger all about, and why is it on the Hot 10 list apparently right now?
Oh man, I don't know if I can answer that one, but my name's TS, and I write comics like The Digger, which is basically what if Indiana Jones hunted Short Round. It's all about a kid who is trying to get enough money to, you know, save his sick grandmother, because they're in 1930s Veracruz, Mexico. There's not a lot of room for treatment there, and they're really poor, and the kid steals stuff just to survive. And this weird secret American rolls into town looking for the local ruins, and just so happens that this kid knows where they are. But the kid doesn't understand that this American, known only as the Digger, is dangerous, more dangerous than he can comprehend. and he's going to show him where they are because he needs money, and this guy's got it, and he just doesn't know how much danger he's truly in until they leave town. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you like stuff like Indiana Jones or cat and mouse thrillers, you should check it out. It's written by me, T.S. Luther, but it's drawn by Sam Goodlin, the co-creator. And Sam's art is amazing. It's very cartoony. Gendy Tartakovsky, if you like things like Primal or Samurai Jack, it's right up your alley. If you like artists like Scotty Young or Jorge Corona, Goodlin fills up the page with splash matter and, you know, ink everywhere. And it's so gorgeous to look at. Even if you think that I'm a goober and you don't like my words, you could stare at this art all day and I promise you'll be satisfied. So go and check out The Digger. You can get it from Invader Comics website or at your local comic book shop right now. Issue 2 comes later out this month because issue 1 got delayed so long that issue 2 is coming out this month too. So if you enjoyed it, you can get issue 2 soon.
Yes, blame Absolute Batman for clogging up the inventory of all the trucks in the shops.
Can I tell you a quick story about?
Yes, tell us. We'll get back to those.
So, I got a call or an Instagram message rather last week when it was supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out last Wednesday, and I get a call in the middle of the night on Instagram, and it was this dude. He was just so excited to tell me that he loved The Digger and he's reading it right now. And I don't know this guy. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how did you get your hands on a copy of it? It's, you know, it's supposed to come out tomorrow. And he goes, well, I work at Lunar. It's just on the floor. And I just found it. I really liked it. And
nice.
While that's such a cool moment to have this random stranger tell me that they liked my book at this distributor, it's supposed to be at a comic book shop that day. And so that's how I found out it was delayed, was that it was still on the show floor, the warehouse floor of them getting packed up. Because, you know, there's 10,000 copies of Absolute Batman on the floor. And I think some of the stuff got delayed on the way to Lunar because it's not their fault. But it was really interesting having it happen that way.
Let's see. We got more people popping in here. Yeah. Let's see. It's got footprints on it and everything. It does. Listen, there's all kinds of stuff be happening there. And then a figure drawing is saying, you wonder if the artist is pod of Jim Mafood.
Jim Mafood. I don't know if I know that one. Let me look that up real quick.
You would know it if you okay, look it up. You would know it if you see it, because I'm going to tell you, because I got to read a couple of the issues. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
What I liked about it is it reminded me of a really good cartoon series.
Okay.
That you can watch like a 30-minute episode of, get the cliffhanger, and want to wait till the next episode airs, and then you're excited for like the next season. Okay. I like the amount of action and adventure that you have in here, but I also like about the art too. This is very interesting. Okay. You mentioned Jim Food. It reminds me of if Wayshak was more cartoony, but also calligraphy aspect to the art.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
And I do know Jim Food. I feel so silly.
Yeah.
As soon as everyone's like, oh, Girl Scout, I got this. Yeah.
Because like there's like this kind of chaotic, like sketchy scribbliness that goes on that kind of really enhances like the action scenes that are happening.
Yeah. It makes it so intense, right? Like it draws you in, kind of like when you get a shot in a movie and they enhance the aspect ratio and bring it down, so you really have to focus in on what's going on. And that's my favorite type of art. I love all the sketch lines. I love ink splatter. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Jorge Corona and Scotty Young. And I kind of like unlocked the thing, Jim Mafood. I'm like, oh, I got to add him to the list because this is exactly what I was hoping for. And Sam killed it on this. And Sam's art is so amazing. But yeah, there's definitely some of that DNA in there. I think I always reference the old Addams Family serials, like the old
Okay.
That's definitely a big part of his stuff. I saw something earlier. Do you have a Dig Dug variant? No, God, that would be so cool. I think I should commission one though for the next
not yet.
Right, exactly. And then Dan's Comics asked was how long will the series go on for?
Yes.
It's going to be 4 issues. So
okay.
Yep. And then we're doing the trade paperback collection, unless it sells really well, and then we're gonna do the Digger in Space, and the Digger Takes Manhattan, the Digger and Friends.
Okay, I can see that.
Electric Boogaloo. We're just gonna we'll go crazy. But for now, it's 4 issues and done.
Digger 2, Dig Harder as well.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that.
Yes, get in there. Wait. Okay, yes, some kind of Ashley Wood vibes too. Yeah, there's a couple artists that it kind of reminds me of, and I really like the way that the main character in the hat expresses himself because of it. It really stands out, and it's got like this darkness to it. as well, like with the coloring style, but it's also kind of like that muted tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it's like dark as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to make it look like those old pulp adventure books, like the ones that cost like 30 cents back in the 30s, 40s, you know, like the pulp adventure. And that was all like sepia toned. And so we wanted almost every splash page and cover and stuff to look like the covers of those old magazines and books. So like that's kind of where we were going for. So, and then we can accent it with the blue and the orange and the red, and we want your eye to look at something specific.
Yes. What I also like about it too is the panels. Very unique panels.
Yeah. Like
I dig it.
Can you even call some of them panels? Like the way that
really
all in. Like there's a shot in issue 1 near the end. I don't want to spoil anything, but someone's just pointing where the digger is to the kid. The kid's looking for him. And the way that it goes over several panels and just fits into the art so well. And he used that piece of artwork to cut off the panel. I hadn't seen something like that in a long time, and it just comes to him so well. His layouts are genius, in my opinion.
Yes.
And he always comes back to me like I'm going to say, no, redo it or something. And all I can say is like, thank you every time Sam sends me an email with more art. He's like, does this work? Like, does it work? It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, my words don't matter anymore. This is gorgeous. You're going to get an Eisner for this. And everyone's going to forget who T.S. Luther is, you know? Like,
oh, yeah. He's doing good. I'll tell you my two favorite. There's a couple other ones, but my two favorites that really stand out to me is when I was mentioning like the calligraphy on it. There's one, I'm not going to give away any issues or anything, but there was one where it's like a tree scenery and it has like these outlines of like the leaves and stuff. Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then I'm just going to say spider.
Yes, it's so gorgeous. Like that's just a piece of background, you know. Like it's not you know, super integral to the story. It's just the way that he chose to lay it out. And like when I put it in the script, I was like, this might be cool if you did it like this. And he takes it and runs with it in such a fun way. And we're really particular and specific with the way that we want certain things to happen in the book. But there's nothing I could write down on the page that could ever more elevate Sam's art than what he does on his own. I mean, I like to think that we're a good team, but I a lot of the reasons why I wanted to keep writing the Digger is so I can keep getting more artwork from Sam. Like, to be honest, like I would write.
It really fits with the story. I really enjoyed it because I got to read some of the issues. I like it. I like that it like I was saying earlier, it's like a complete contained story, but like you can read each one, but it does feel like a series. Like you're watching one, it ends cliffhanger-ish. That I like how you have like the throwbacks to like the ancient times as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every issue has a flashback sequence where we see the old Olmec society. Because I want like you only get 4 issues. There's only so much you can do. So, like, I wanted to be able to show the story of what happened in the ruins that they're going to find, because we can't sit there. I don't get 27 issues, so I can't do a whole issue where it's backstory, exposition. When you get a 4-issue miniseries and this is your chance, there's no room for exposition. There's no exposition dumps in this book because there's no real estate for it. If I covered up too much of Sam's art, no one would buy this book.
Let me see. Like the 3 protectors, at least from the art perspective. Okay. So people are talking about the Eisners and talking about Ashley Wood up in here. And what's up, Steve? What's happening? Yeah, welcome on in, guys. No, I thought it was a fun read. I like it.
I appreciate you reading it. Which did you read issues 1 and 2? Did you get to 3? I don't remember what I sent you. Awesome.
All of them. Yeah.
That's all. That's rad.
Up to 3.
Oh, so 3. Yes. I was like, I don't know if I sent issue 4 to anybody yet because we're just finishing it up and it's about to go through lettering.
Not giving any spoilers to people, you know. No, it was exciting. There's a lot of action. I think lots of action that happens in each little story. So that's what I really liked about, like, you know, it's a good amount of stuff happening. You know, there's a lot of twisty turns, a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Yes. And you're like, man, where's this going?
There's only so much mystery you can do in a story. Like, you've seen Indiana Jones. You understand the formula.
Yeah.
People are going to travel to whatever they're trying to hunt down, the MacGuffin, and they're either going to get it or not get it, and you're going to see some travel sequences. Like, people understand the formula. So within that, you just want to make sure that they're entertained as they go and, you know, turn some things on their head. Sketching the beats. What's going on, dude? You know, so, like, I try to keep entertained. I always grew up reading stuff for the trade. Like, I was excited when there was a cliffhanger because I was definitely going to go get the next one. But I understand that there are a lot of people who don't, and they want to feel satisfied with the single one that they're holding. So I try to put a full story in every single issue that then also leads into the next one. So I never want anyone to pick up issue 1 and go, well, that's not enough. I'm not going to go get issue 2. Like, I want them to feel satisfied. Because there's a little bit of a premium on there. I think that these are $6.99, which is a lot for a floppy copy. That's why we have the expensive stock. That's like a nice, stock thing, oversized, almost 30 pages.
It's really interesting too, like how comics are priced, because they have like your regular issues that you have, like your kind of really well done thick cardboard stock ones, which are about $8 to $8 over around there.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the indie territory, you could be spending $15 to $25 on one issue of a comic. I don't mind any of this stuff because I like supporting all of these things. But it's interesting to me like how pricey some things are getting, but also like I love that. What is it? Todd's still at $2.99 for his books,
right?
Image, which is insane. But
to be fair, Todd has been doing this for a long time, and people know his book. More people will pick up Spawn because it's Spawn. People will pick up Rat City because it's Todd. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to sell that. For an unknown, sometimes it's difficult to balance that, because if I charge too much for my book, I might make more money, but then people won't take a chance on it. There's no Spider-Man in this book, so I can't go, you know the book, you get it, you like me. They don't know me, they don't like me, they don't know who the heck the Digger is. So if I charge $20 for this, I probably wouldn't get a sale. So you have to balance it.
There's also the guys that I know just want to get their books out there. So they'll super undercharge for their books just to put them out because they just want it in their hands. They're like, I don't give a crap about making money. I just want to get my thing out there. And you're like, charge more for this, dude. What do you...
But like, it is such a balance. Like, I lost money on Hellion and Bash, on the first print of Tokyo Fire, on all those books, because you are trying to get your name out there and stuff. And for this, me and the publisher, we worked really hard to try to find a balance where we could afford to do it in a premium that people are excited to see it and it stands out on the shelf, but also in a way that we can make sure it's still affordable. We can make some money. Like, I don't think it's a secret that there's not a lot of money in comic books anyways. We could charge $100 for this, and even if some people bought it, it wouldn't be worth it to make money.
You're lucky if you have shipping money.
Exactly, man. That's exactly it. So what we aim to do is to make sure we can afford to print the book, get it in the hands, and afford to make the next one.
Hey, I want to ask, because we mentioned this earlier about the Tokyo Fire. I did drop it again here. If you want the link one more time, I'll drop it one more time. That's the sign up link right now that you can get for the Tokyo Fire. But Kyle wants to know, are there any other issues of Tokyo Fire?
They aren't out yet. They're being drawn right now. Issue 2 is done. We're drawing issue 3, and then we're doing a one-shot. There will be 4 issues total of volume 1 of Tokyo Fire. It's going to be coming out later on this year, so there will be more. There isn't at this exact moment.
Okay. I kind of like the smaller runs of issues because, I've mentioned this like a gazillion times. When I was growing up, I would buy some stuff here and there, but I always like to find the weird miniseries and hunt those down. I'm a big just miniseries fan. So I prefer stuff that's like 1 to 6 issues because it's like self-contained. And then you can go get the hardcover for it way later on. But I like that kind of stuff. I like the smaller things like this. Like the same thing with manga. I have a ton of one-shots or smaller series. I'll read them over and over again because I like rereading those things. And I think this has rereadable quality to it. And I also think, it's an all age. Like everybody would like this kind of thing. So
I hope so. And I really appreciate that. And I try to write it in that aspect. Some of my books get a little bit violent here and there, but there's nothing too not safe for work in any of them. But the big thing with it is, I'm going to be honest with you. If some publisher loved my stuff enough and they said, we're going to give you 100 issues, the Digger, maybe not, but some of these other books would be 100 issues. But I'm a nobody. No one's giving me 100 issues. So 4 at a publisher was a gift, right? Like that's crazy. Doing 4 for Tokyo Fire was what it is because that's what me and the other co-owner of Professional Entropy could afford. That's what we had cash on hand to do. When I paid Sky Hawkins, the co-creator and artist on Tokyo Fire, for the next volume of Tokyo Fire, I'm like, this is what we can afford to have Sky draw and still have money to print. So like that's why it's 4 issues. The entirety of Tokyo Fire, it's going to be 2 halves. It's going to be 4 issues for volume 1 and 4 issues for volume 2. if we could have afforded to do all 8, I would say all 8 will be out this year. But like, there's only a finite amount of money, and I don't have that size of a fan base. I have some awesome people who are finding out they like my writing style right now. Awesome people like you who are willing to let me on their show to rant about comic books and hot dogs. But it's not like
you got to rant about those things. Those are the important things.
Those are the important things in life, exactly. And as more people find me, maybe I will be able to get a series at a publisher that's 12 issues or something. But for now, you're going to get a lot of 4-issue miniseries because that's what K-pop wants to read.
Yes. Get more hot dogs. Get this man more hot dogs. Sell more issues. That's right. What is up, Roscoe? What's happening? Everybody coming in here. But yeah, I think it's cool. I can't wait to see where this is going to go. Because like I said, I'm up to issue 3 now. And I like that each one, lots of action. But I love the cliffhanger that it ends in. It kind of gets emotional in some spots. So I'm kind of like, damn it. Where's this going?
I mean, I want you to feel everything in these books, because people ask, like, is it a scary thing? Is it, is it a heart pounder thing? Like, I come from that Spielberg scroll. I want you to feel your feelings. I want you to laugh. I want you to cry. I want you to gasp. I want to have everything in it. It's scary because there's a little kid, which is a good shortcut to freak people out and go, is this kid in danger? And the answer is, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen to this kid. You should be afraid for him. That's why you read the book. But there's some jokes. There's some levity. There's some action. So I hope that you feel all the stuff. And I end on a cliffhanger, because what's the point in telling a monthly comic book if you don't end on a cliffhanger? You want every issue to end boring?
You need to. No, you can't end it boring. People are going to be like, I don't want to go back to that next issue. They're like, boo. Man.
And even like we try to mess around with that just a tiny bit on issue 4.
Yeah.
Like there's a full ending. Like, don't worry, you're not going to be not satisfied.
All right.
But we even try to leave some stuff hanging there, because that's the fun part of this medium, is being able to tease more in a way that you can't do in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Because you might not get more, right? Like, that's such a danger if you're watching a Netflix show and it ends on a cliffhanger and you're like, I don't think we're going to get a season 2. Nobody wants this.
Oh my goodness. You know how many TV series I have watched? And let's say that they're a really long-standing book series, okay? Then you finally get it to where it's a TV series. Then it ends on the greatest, stupidest cliffhanger of all time, and they hype up season 2 and then they cancel it. And then you're like, what? You're not even going to come back to do one small little episode to, finalize the stories and all that. And they're like, no, you don't get nothing. You're out of here. Boom. See you later. Never.
Exactly. Man.
Yes.
It's like 80s horror movies, always a cliffhanger. I mean, I grew up on it, right? Like, that is why I do that. Like, you look back and Jason's gone again, even though it's like those teens killed him. Like, they're still like, he should not be gone. He should not stand up. This should be the end. But Jason will return. If I got the chance, if Invader said, hey, it sold well enough, do you want to do the Digger 2 and Sam was in? We could, there's always room for more. The Digger will return. Like, I'm a sellout. If there's money there, we can do, the kid has his own spinoff and it, has the adventures of the kid. Like, I can do all of that stuff. And I would
so much potential for further things. There's potential for other miniseries or potential for one shots, little things here and there. And I think it's really interesting because, like I said, like, if you go on like your Instagram feed, people are talking about it. I see podcasts, people talking about it. I see people picking it up. Even GT was saying it's on the top hot 10 list, which is insanely
I'm
awesome.
trying not to freak out about it. That's so cool. I was like, but which one? Which one are you talking about?
yeah, GT, which one are you talking about? Like the Comic Tom one? Like, that's the one that kind of pops up that I know about. And okay, PTT. We're gonna get Weebery right here. Did you watch any of the anniversary content that is showing the epic, and I mean epic, new footage of the Dragon Ball stuff? And it looks amazing. Have you seen this, Kyle? Because it looks dope as hell. I am so excited for it. I sent that to my brother. My brother's like, yes.
It's so cool to me that now my kids are of age to watch Dragon Ball and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, they're getting into it. They're like, Dad, is there only a little bit of this? Is there a lot? And I'm like, there's so much Dragon Ball. We could stop watching and playing anything else and just do Dragon Ball stuff until we die if you wanted. And I'm in. Like, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, so the fact that it's still going, and like I picked up, a new thing of Dragon Ball Super for my kids the other day, and I'm like, this is weird. This is still happening. It's still going. Like, I love it.
I remember Dragon Ball, not even Dragon Ball Z. I remember Dragon Ball. My brother and I used to watch this early on. We used to watch it Saturday mornings. It was on. It was Super Monkey Ball, Dragon Ball, and WMAC Masters, and we used to watch the living crap out of that show.
That
and
is
around
awesome
the mid '90s. Amazing lineup. Then around the mid '90s, we stumbled upon the international channel, and they would air from Japan the weekly shows going on, no subtitles, and we didn't know what the hell was going on. We were like, "Yes, this is amazing." We have no idea what's happening, but yes, it's great. Yes. Let's see. Dan is coming in here. The Digger is sold out at your shop, and your shop online as well. You couldn't even get it. Wow, look at that! Boom. It's amazing.
Well, you can get a copy at invadercomics.com if you want.
Yes.
Oh, I wrote the website in my comment, but I'll
that's okay.
It on here.
I got it right here.
Okay,
I got it right here. Boom. It's also pinned. It's also pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah. So you can still get a copy there if you want. Once they're sold out, like once Invader sells out all of theirs, I have copies. I try to save mine for cons and stuff. But I'll probably sell copies eventually as well, depending on how I do at cons. If people really want to jump back on the bandwagon. But
you're going to be in the absolute Batman territory. You're going to have to keep reprinting stuff. And this is where Ashley Wood and Jim LaFood are going to have to come in, because now you're going to have to go and get them to be on the... I
would weasel my way to work with some of these people. Like, if I could just talk... I know so many cool pros, and they've been so nice to me, and we're all mutuals online, but they're not, like, buddies of mine, right? If I were to, like talk to some of the people that I, could name drop, it's not like they're like, yeah, TS, we'll do a cover for you. We're not that close, Like, I don't have any
yeah. Yes. Let's see. Wait. Oh, what you're saying? The fight season Dragon Ball Daima are dope. The character designs. Listen, I was a big fan. There was a couple Dragon Ball RPGs that came out, especially on the DS. Big fans of those. I want to see more of that happening. But this new content that they did for that anniversary special looked so good. I was so hyped. I was like, yes, let's go.
I had so many of my friends who were mad about Daima, and I'm like, this is just a good time. This is just junk food for me. Like, I'm just having fun watching this. Like, it's.
I remember when Super came out, and people were upset about Super, and now they're like, "Oh my God, Super was the best thing." I was like,
It's all silly. I'm watching a bunch of dudes yell for half an hour, change their hair color, and punch somebody else. That's always what
that is literally
not gonna hurt my feelings about it.
Literally the basis of Dragon Ball.
Right.
Yelling, hair color changing.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
I saw a comment about this. I just want you to know, like, I literally was reading Radiant Black 2 seconds before this show started, because I just went to my comic book shop and I picked up, I think, 12 trades of stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what happens when you write comic books. You have to give back. So, like, that's my tax for being allowed to write comics.
Yes.
As I got
I feel bad when I have people on and I don't purchase stuff from them. Like,
that's why
how can I support you?
Yes. On, I'm like, here's my stuff. Don't feel the pressure. Because when there's money involved, and it's like, you could buy the new Kelly Sue DeConnick book, or you could back T.S. Luther. I want to support the people that I know you're going to get your money's worth, and you don't know me that well. You haven't read all of my stuff. Let me send it to you so you don't feel the pressure. Because what if you don't like the cut of my gym? What if you don't like my stuff? I'm going to have me on your show. You got to buy all my stuff.
Man, yes. What if you can't dig it? No, that's terrible. Yes, but yeah. No, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun because let's see, you had a bunch of series come out. Well, you had a Hellion and Bash come out. You have the Tokyo Fire. You got the Digger coming out. What else are you working on? You got all kinds of things happening.
I mean, I got all sorts of stuff. I do a lot of indie stuff. I'm working on a series for a new publisher. Oh, everybody, howdy. Just don't waste your money. I give Marvel a lot of my money. I do that. I have the Marvel app. I still buy stuff. My kids.
Okay.
I still spend a lot of money there, but I write a bunch of indie stuff. There's a new publisher called Brain Damage Comics. I write like 3 different series for them that haven't come out yet.
Oh wow! Okay.
They have a buddy cop book. They have a book called Closing Shop, which is the first one that's going to be coming out. That's kind of like our take on Clerks. That's an old webtoon that they used to have. I write a series for Mr. Fish Comics called Alice Lost in Wonderland. Which is Alice in Wonderland meets
good series.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We just did issue 4 that's about to launch on Kickstarter.
You had a campaign not too long ago as well. I saw that.
Yeah, we just did issue 3. That one we're way ahead on because Fish draws really fast.
I'll also drop that down here.
Yeah,
Let me pull it up. I'll drop that. Yeah.
And I have a bunch of else, other things I could keep going on and on about. But that's the stuff that sees the light of day. I have 4 series that I'm pitching right now to publishers who actually email me back now that the Digger's out. So we'll see. You might see me popping up everywhere unless the Digger bombs really hard with issue 2, and then I'll be self-publishing some more things.
I don't think so. From the response that I've seen, here's Alice. I'm just gonna drop that right there. Oh man, you know what drives me insane about Kickstarter is when you copy the pre-launch links, it's like this gobbledygook giant thing. But then when you have the regular one, it gives you the tiny one. Like I want the tiny one on the pre-launch link. But yeah, click that out. That goes to Fish and your book there.
Yeah,
Fish is good peeps. I've been on my brain died. SketchUp.
Oh yeah.
Before when I was co-hosting a couple times.
I yell at Fish all the time for that because we could have 20 books out if he didn't have 40 side quests. He hosts 100 podcasts. He's on
all the things. Podcasts. He's on podcasts everywhere. Yeah.
He's always out there talking. I just did a short story for Orange Cone Productions. They do Holiday Spirits, which is and I just did their Christmas special.
Shout out to Travis.
Yeah, Travis Gibb, man, he's the GOAT. Like,
we got all the hospice stuff happening right now. Yeah,
I know, so good. Like the fact that he pays all of his people is rad. That's tough to do in indie comics. Like I got a paycheck last week, which is cool.
Such a good dude. Like he was trying to we had some packages from him. I don't think I sold any during the Comic Scene Cancer, but yeah, he was like, yeah, man, I got stuff for you. But he's been on here a bunch. I listen, the hospice stuff, all the Cthulhu stuff.
Cthulhu invades.
I have a TMNT sketch cover from him. He drew that I picked up. Yeah,
that's so cool, man.
It's got Casey Jones on it.
I think he's got one out right now. Granite State Punk, I think, is coming back.
Yeah. I love the Granite State Punk stuff. That stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
He's always got stuff going on. But they're based out in Florida, but he goes all over the place. But he also is another one. If you guys are looking for other creator hangouts to go check out. Really good creator platform that he does host stuff on. So go check him out for Travis Gibb.
Yeah, he helps a lot of people who are smaller starting out, like finish up their Kickstarters, and they're all really cool. What's going on, American? American. I read American. I'm like, oh no, that's cool. You do have to double take sometimes when someone has America in their name. Like, where are we going with this? But yeah, so I did a Bigfoot story for Holiday Spirits. Me and Fish did that. So we had a couple of smaller stuff. And then I just pitched, like I said, like 5 books to different publishers. So we'll see where all that goes. But for right now, I'm annoying everybody who writes comics because I will not shut up about the Digger. And I will, if there's any aspiring comic book writers out there or people who want to work with publishers, do the annoying thing. Do what I do and don't shut up about your book. Go on every show you can. Get on TikTok every day.
You got to.
And you got it, because here's the thing. The Digger sold really well. The Digger was the best-selling book that Invader has ever had. And I've talked to several other small publishers, and none of their books outsell what we did. And it's all because I get on here and
You're harassing people.
I'm harassing people, and I tell them to go check out the Digger constantly, and I'm bugging people, and it works.
Yeah. Okay. I know there's a lot of guys, especially when I say guys, is any people. We're old, so this is our terminology.
It's true.
When you have your own stuff, you are your own pimp. Essentially, you have to hustle nonstop. It never ends. The hustle is real. It never ends. It's a never-ending hustle. You have to be out there. Unfortunately, but you have to be in people's chats. You have to be on panels. You have to show your faces. You are representing your work. You have to get it out there. If they don't see you, they don't know you. You gotta get it out
market your stuff. You have to be that salesman. You got to be the carny who's barking at everybody. And not only does it work, but it doesn't work otherwise. I've had a lot of people go, "Hey, how come the Digger is selling and my book's not?" Like, they legitimately want to know. They come to me in earnest, and it's because they didn't do the internet marketing. They didn't want. They don't like social media. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Don't tell anybody. If you're watching this show, I promise, and I don't want to offend you, I hate it. I hate social media. I can't stand it. I never wanted to be a part of it. I want to hide in my little room and write my silly stories. And you know what? It didn't work when I did that. No one had bought most of my stuff before that. And now I get on here. And the cool thing is your idea will shift, because you'll start meeting cool people like Katie. You'll start meeting cool people that do like your stuff, you start getting followers who make you feel good about getting on the internet and talking.
Yeah.
And then it's not so bad, right? You have such a cool chat here. I know you don't hate hearing from them when they chat in there.
Because when you start, I love it when they show up there. But you know what the most amazing part to that is? Yeah, I'm gonna highlight this report. Yes, offer tricks, make your money. Also, listen, you can combine hot dog sales. If you put a hot dog cart next to your comic thing, get a hot dog and a comic. You know what I mean? Your sales would just go.
Do you think I have hot dog cart money? Like, what about what I got going on, K-pop? It tells you that I can get a hot dog stand, man.
I've seen people make hot dogs in a coffee pot. Okay, it doesn't take that much effort.
I got my hot plate and I got my comic book stand. Come on down.
You know,
that's a good one.
Let's see. Dan is saying he's in Canada, so you think it's cool that your books are. Yeah, I think that's amazing. I mean, we are technically South Canadian. We are so close to the border that we are pretty much. I would consider us more Canadian than some Canadians. Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool. Like I cannot. I'm still buzzing about the fact that I'm distributed by Universal in Canada and in the UK.
Yeah,
and it was a big deal because the reason why is awesome people tried to pre-order my book at so many shops that the shops started calling Universal, going, "Hey, you don't have the Digger. My people want that." And Universal called my publisher. They reached out themselves and said, "Hey, we would like to distribute you." And I got Invader. Yeah. And I can see but like these awesome shops got Invader Comics distributed through Universal, which was a big deal for Invader. They're small. All these awesome people wanted to read the Digger. So I'm thankful, and I know Invader Comics is. So I think it's rad that it's in Canada because, like you said, we're South Canada. I wish I could be North Canada, but my kids go to school here, sadly, so I can't change that. But it's cool that my comics are sold there. Like, I love it. Every time I get a review and I see that it's from, like Quebec, or I got a bunch of like London-based reviews last week. I'm like, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me.
That's
like,
awesome. Look at you getting global superstar. Look at
Can't get it in mid-Michigan, but you can get it in London.
That's a fantastic problem to have. Like, now you can go. Listen, now you can be like, hey, shop down the street. Guess what? We're sold out in London and Canada.
I did that today. I was at Comic City, and I asked if they had any on the stand. They're like, no, we had one person pull it.
Comic City,
and they were like offended that I asked. No shade to Comic City. I bought like $200 worth of comics at your shop today, so no shade at all. But what do I got to do to get on your stands? Like I'm in Nova Scotia.
Listen, Nova Scotia goes hard on the comics, let me tell you. But I know if you send Dan and Katie from Green Brain an email, they're usually really good about putting local comic guys in their shop. They have a whole section for local dudes, and so is State of Comics. Good peeps. Absolute good peeps.
I'm gonna message them and Victor Medino. Was that the name earlier? The artist?
Yep, Victor Medina.
Medina. Got it. Yep.
Yes.
So I have emails to send that.
Rich is really good too at A to Z. Just be like, hey, bruh, put some of my stuff in your shop. And like, okay.
Sure. Man, I don't know if I have the kind of confidence that you have, but I will try.
I've been shopping at those places like 30 years. So I've harassed them many times about getting people's books in their shops. Let me tell you. Go get out of that. They're good. But you usually see them running around. A lot of the local shops, they have them at some of the small one-day cons. But like Rich is like not Rich. Oh man, my brain is dying right now. Like I see State all the time. They're at Motor City. They're running around looking at booths for people to come into their shops.
I did see them at the fall show, and I got waitlisted for the May show, which kind of hurt. I was really surprised because like I have a bunch of bigger books coming out in May, and like that'll be like the finale of the Digger and stuff. And they were like, and I had just spent a lot of money on my booth for the fall show, and they're like, no, we don't want you. And I was like, oh man, I thought I made it. I thought I was in, and I got waitlisted.
Listen, waitlisting people for Motor City. Do you hear this? You have a international bestseller on your hands here, and you are turning him away right now. This is on you. This is an attraction to the Motor City Comic Con. listen, you could be running panels right now. You could be, listen, if anything, you could be the hot dog fetcher for the comic guests.
Oh my God, I would do that so easily.
Listen,
I was doing that during the fall show because if you don't know, and like I can talk crap about Motor City like waitlisting me, and that does suck, but I will say they're awesome. And if you do table at Motor City, they're one of the only Comic Cons that has a green room for everybody, not just the big special guests. But like if you're in Artist Alley, they give you food, and that's really cool. Most shows don't do that, right?
Yes. Oh, listen, I have run and got Sean Peacock Mountain Dew. Let me tell you.
I tabled next to Sean, and Sean's a buddy of mine too. I love All Sorrows. Go check out Blood Honey right now.
Oh, I had him on a bunch. Well, he's also on a Godzilla, Romeo and Juliet book.
I know, right? Like, but he doesn't need help selling that one. Everyone's gonna go buy the Godzilla book.
No, he has. Oh, dude, I found him and Maya because he used to work at Green Brain, and I see them because locally. I used to run into him at Kroger's down the street.
I know that's what he told me when he had told me to come on the show back in the day. He was like, I just ran into her at the grocery store.
Yeah, I know. But I know I've known Sean and Maya for a couple of years now. There's some of I run into them all the time. They're just he's since moved, but you know, still when he comes up here for shows all the time.
I'm doing a show with him in Ohio in March. So we're doing space down there. And then I'm doing a bunch of smaller ones. I'm doing like Tulip City Comic-Con over in Holland. And then there's one.
Oh, that's such a pretty place. When you go there for like the spring, it's so pretty. It is insanely pretty. Because that's super close to Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids. They have a ton of cons over there.
Exactly. And then I'm doing another one on the other side in New Baltimore, like Great Lakes Anime.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. So Great Lakes Anime, I believe it moved to Monroe, and that's Monroe Comic Con. They're the same people that own Cherry Capital.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm a guest at that one. That's like the first time.
Okay. I usually... I've gone the last couple of years. I was helping Kyle run the selfie booth the one year, but I'm usually running around there all the time yelling at people.
Yeah, I'm on the poster. So like,
what? Nice. I literally have right there because I haven't put it away the promo thing from the last one.
That's so cool. Like they were so nice. I had reached out to them. I said, "Hey, all my buddies are doing the show. I want to come with you. I want to table. What does it cost?"
Yes,
and they said, "We don't have room." And I was like, okay, no problem. Yeah. Thank you so much. They're like, no, but do you want to be a guest? Because you're awesome. And I guess the guy like Googled me and liked the stuff that he saw and invited me. I'm like,
sweet.
I would have did this for money. Of course I'll come for free. Like that sounds rad.
Yes, because so the Monroe one, because it used to be called Great Lakes, and then they moved it, and it's over at the Monroe County Fairgrounds. So they have it's smaller indoor, but they also have an outdoor thing with like food trucks and stuff.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of stuff for kids, which I was so surprised about. Like that's so neat.
They have cool, fun stuff. Yeah, that one's nice because it's only like a 2-day thing. It's like a Friday, Saturday, but it's enough stuff. And they have really good panels because it's kind of got like some of the wrestler pop culture guys, and then you have like the horror people kind of a little bit in there. But it's just a mix of just like cool local dudes and like
I love that
some shops and stuff. And I've had a lot of fun the last couple times I went. Okay, what cons are in Grand Rapids? Okay, so you have
Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Grand Rapids Comic Con, which takes place twice a year now. It usually takes place May-ish, and then it takes place around Halloween-ish, which kind of sucks because sometimes it's either on Yomicon weekend or Motor City the second time weekend.
It was the same. It was the same this year. It was the same
all the time. Yep, it happens all the time. But they also have Kalamazoo Comic Con, which is literally right down the street, and they also have the anime convention that takes place right around that as well at the same time. If you like concerts and you like comic conventions, that has a really good area for Grand Rapids. It's about a 2-hour drive from like this area, like on the other side. But yeah, you could easily find all kinds of cons down there. Let's see. Listen, anime cons are my go-to. I've been going to them since like 10 some years. I started out in Otakon when there was like 50 some thousand people, and they ran out of the Baltimore Convention Center. Like I had to upgrade its venue because of how big this thing was. Anime, I don't think people understand. Comic-Con people don't know how to party. If you want to party, you go to anime cons. That is 24/7 from Thursday till Sunday, and there's usually raves that end at 6 a.m. Yes, if you have not lived unless you have exhausted yourself at an anime con and passed out on the floor somewhere without your shoes. Yes. Oh, what's up? Hey, welcome on in, guys.
What's going on, dude?
What's up, dudes? I have never been to the Grand Rapids Comic Con. However, I have had a bunch of people that have booths there. and they really enjoy it. So yeah, I know Kev. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. Him and his son have booth there. I know Jason goes there. Jason Douglas. I know just a bunch of people that go there and they really enjoy it because it reminds me of Motor City. I have never been to Cherry yet, but I hear really good things about Cherry, and I think I might go this year. It's over in Traverse City.
Yeah, that's where I grew up, is up north, and it was always a good time. And because it's such a beautiful city, like there's so much other stuff to do once you're done with the con. If you wanted to leave, like it's such a great area to hang out.
So I would tell you right now, when you guys apply immediately and apply fast.
Oh yeah.
Because these spots sometimes are first come, first served, depending on when they get in there. Immediately apply. Just don't even think about it. Just go and apply, because I know so many people that are getting their emails right now for the Heroes. That's one con that I eventually want to go to. I haven't gone to it yet, but I hear some interesting things about it. But a ton of guys get in over there as well. Baltimore too. I hear good thing. I haven't been to Baltimore since about 2015, but I hear good stuff about it. What's up, Sam? Yes, get in there. Let's see. Well, perfect, because guess what? Some of those places have those things, you know. Yes. I myself am a fan of the shawarma trucks that are in the area of Motor City. You know, there's some good stuff in there. Yes, SakuraCon. Yes, let me tell you. Also, Dragon Con, I hear super party time.
Dragon Con gets wild. I have so many friends that go there, and they're like, "We don't talk about Dragon Con." Like it's like Burning Man.
Cranberry. I can tell you right now, you've also never experienced a con either, unless you wear the con attire, which is a onesie and a backpack, and you just throw the hood over your head, and you give zero fucks about anything that's happening because you're in shenanigan mode. Okay, nobody knows.
What kind of shenanigans? What's in the backpack? I gotta. Do I want to know?
Snacks.
Oh,
snacks.
Hot dogs.
Gatorade and snacks. You know, that's it. That's all you need. Maybe the program of the con, but you know, snacks and Gatorade. That's it. Yes. No, it happens. Because so that usually takes place about Father's Day weekend, and I want to say most of these people, if you're doing a May con, open up guest lists and applications December. Like you need to be on the ball of those things. Baltimore was okay. Listen, I haven't gone. Okay. My experience with Baltimore is this. I'm used to going there for Otakon. And if you've been to Baltimore, you know that there's two giant buildings. It's attached to the hotel and across where the water is. I'm used to Otakon filling both of those plus the hotel every floor. Okay. When I first started going to Baltimore, it was one room in the basement. I've heard since then that it has gone a little bit bigger than that, but I think that they could do way more with Baltimore Comic Con, considering how much actual convention center space is at Baltimore Comic Con. I know they do the Ringos there, but I mean, I think they have such potential because Otakon has now moved to DC over the last around 8 years now. They could really make this a giant event. And I think they really need to take advantage of that venue down there. Yeah, that's right. Yes. I in fact have Pikachu onesies. Yes. Yeah, you got to listen, be on the websites immediately. You got to be in there. Yes.
And sometimes, even if you get in there early, depending on who else comes, you can still get waitlisted. That's the thing.
Yes.
You will get bumped if someone big wants to come and they don't have room. That's how they get people to come.
Yeah,
you'll get bumped, and it's not personal. It's hey, who's gonna sell
more?
It's
just business.
Yeah, man. I said, I don't have a lot of hard feelings that I got bumped from Motor City because I get it. There's probably huge names going, so I'm gonna try to do something next year. But
listen, there might be right now watching this and regretting this. As they see your name pop up on the Hot 10 comic lists, they're going to be like, oh no, our bad. We super fucked up. And they might reach out to you and be like, you know what? Hey, and then you could go back and be like, nah, I'm busy that day.
I think and I'm going to be completely pragmatic here. I don't think that comics are always the draw to most Comic Cons, right? That's just the thing, you know. it doesn't matter. Like when I visited Mark Wade's booth at Motor City Comic Con in the fall, which I cried in front of Mark Wade. That's a story for another time. But I went to talk to him. I had more people at my booth than in his line because of the spot where they were at. Because I was closer to the celebrities.
So interesting how they do the floor layout at Motor City, and it's always annoying people.
It's hard to find people sometimes, like the way that they do it. I think there was enough room.
Get lost. Well, okay. One year it was upsetting because they flip-flopped the pulp culture people and celebs with the thing. Yeah. So the art people were in the back by the food truck area. Yeah. That was a missed opportunity. But I remember, what was it? The way that they put some of the table things, I think that they accidentally put people in the wrong spot sometimes. Because the guests are supposed to be in that first row, and then a couple of them, like David Finch, will be up along the side, like along this area. Like in the main areas where people can walk and stuff. But there's been some boo-boos in those kind of areas. But other than that, it's fun time. I just like to go chat with people, harass people, and be like, hey, I have a crappy podcast. Come on my podcast. Yes.
And that's half the reason why I wanted to start doing more cons, was to like kind of network a little bit more. But like the publishers don't go to most cons anymore. If you're not like San Diego, they're not there.
Yeah. Well, I heard, I've already talked to a couple people that I know go to Motor City every year. I've already known that they've been waitlisted.
Yeah, that makes me feel a little bit better. I had heard that from a few people. But they gave Sean Peacock a spot, so I don't want to hear it. That dude's giant. He doesn't need your help.
Hometown hero. Listen, that's funny. Yes.
No, he's the best. Yes. I went and got dinner with him after Motor City. He was so nice. When I told him that I didn't get Taylor, he's like, "No, how dare they?" But like, he's so supportive. But that dude's gonna blow up. Like that dude, he's going places. He's so cool.
Oh, okay. Since I had him on, he just had Peppermint Desert on. He wasn't on any other books. I think he might have been doing Midnight Western at the time. Some stuff with that. He has been on so many things. Every month I see him, he's on stuff.
Like, if you don't follow indie comic books and you're missing out on Danger Boy, I don't know what you're doing, but I can understand.
Yes, that was a fun read too. I like that one. That's very cool stuff.
Oh, speaking of stuff, he's doing the variant cover for issue 2 of Tokyo Fire. If we talk about some DNA there. But like, since then he's been in IDW books, like leading their IDW Dark line with stuff like Blood Honey. I just picked up the trade version of that.
Yeah, that was in Free Comic Book Day. It had a Free Comic Book Day thing for the IDW stuff. That's crazy.
Like they definitely believe in him over there, as they should. But it's so cool to see people like him getting championed, because, like I said, that dude's gonna do 30 DC books sometime.
Oh, he's gonna end up doing a lot of stuff, and it is funny too, because I didn't even know he was on that. Because I remember he mentioned something about Godzilla like a couple months back. And I ran into him the one time. But then when I was flipping through Instagram, and I was like, man, this art style looks so familiar. I was like, and then I saw Peacock at the bottom. I was like, oh, okay, yes. Now, I'll bring this up too. To me, at a con, you can't just push the celebrities. You have to push like cosplay people to get people to come to their con, but you also have to push the comic people. And it really upsetting me sometimes how they don't push the comic people when you have legends at some shows. And to me, it is baffling to me, because I'll hear stories of like Heroes Con and like some guys that'd be like, man, whatchamacallit had like a 4-hour line. And I'm like, when they're here at Motor City, I can walk up to their table. There's no one at the table, and I can spend 4 hours with them myself. And I'm like, it's just that to me is insane to me. But I really wish they would get more cosplayers involved with working the floor. To talk to people about comics and stuff. I think that would, I know Comic Spears and Sci-Fi kind of does a really good aspect of that when they're at cons here. Like they'll go up to people, they'll go up to booths, they'll do mini interviews and stuff. But I wish that would be more a thing. Cran! Oh, here we go. Blame Cran. He took your Motor City Comic Con booth from you. How dare you, Cran? How dare you, Cran? Ooh, yes. You're right. Okay, listen. As someone that has James O'Barr art next to me, I can appreciate that. But no, he's always here. He's usually here at Monroe Comic Con.
Yeah.
Always. Monroe Comic Con, sometimes at Astro, but he'll come back here, just chill, sit in the corner, leave me alone, go get stuff from him.
I feel like you have to be able to bring in like the normies, so that's where all the celebrity stuff. Because I went to Motor City Comic Con, even if I wasn't able to table, I was going because I really wanted to give Mark Waid some of my books. I read comics and I write comics because Mark Waid wrote comics, right? Like, it's such a big thing for me. But I understand if people who are normies and don't read a ton of comic books don't know who Mark Waid is, so that's not a draw. And if you love comic books. Like, Mark Waid's one of those dudes who's been writing for so long. Like, he's written everything. He's done everything from Superman to Archie, you know? But I understand when people don't know some of these names, so they're not necessarily a draw. But it does hurt my soul a little bit when you come here and, like, even someone like him, like, there's no line. But I guess Matthew Lillard was there. So most people were there for the Scream audience, you know? They're going to go wait 5 hours to go meet Matthew Lillard.
Yes. Okay. So when they were announcing the Scream people, I was like, yes, they're going to do the Scream movie watch along. Yes. And then I was waiting and waiting and waiting. No, I was like,
what did they do that night? Do you know, for the late night show? They did something.
It is Friday and Saturday night, and they do about 8:30 because the con usually ends about 7, 8-ish. I went to the one for Robert Englund for the Nightmare on Elm Street one, which was fantastic because they do it over at the Imagine Theater. I was so hyped. I was like, yes, you're going to be doing Scream. You're going to be doing Scream. Because a lot of times the movies that they do, they're not movies that I would like, pay for kind of stuff.
Right.
I was like, come on, it's Halloween weekend. I think they did Twilight. And I was like,
it was Twilight. That's right. Yes.
Like, son of a bitch. This is the biggest letdown Comic-Con history. Except
it was kind of rough. People waited in line for like 5 hours to meet Matthew Lillard. And it was one of the only shows where they didn't let people stay after hours to meet him.
That one was kind of tough because he canceled like 2 times when he was coming here, so that's why I was like, yes, they have the whole main guys are going to do the Scream thing, and then
Skeet Ulrich was there and stuff. Like I saw Casper Van Dyne walking the floor that day, not Scream related, but still he stopped by my booth and he was like, hey, and I was like, aren't the celebrities supposed to be sequestered over there? And he was so kind. He's buying stuff from booths. Like,
you will see the Hardy Boys walking around the floor. You will see, listen, if those Reno 911 dudes come back, they will be goofing all over the floor doing dumb stuff. I have footage of me and Roscoe chasing them down the thing, and they're just doing the dumbest stuff ever. And then you'll see, which is funny to me too, is because I don't think people realize, like, the legends, the comic artists, when they're there, or the writers or anybody are on the floor back issue hunting. I have ran into Frank Cho, Tim Seeley, Joe Rubenstein back issue hunting, just looking for the stupidest crap of all time because they're there too. Yes.
I mean, that's how it happens. Like when my booth is decked out. I got my artwork. I got a bunch of my books. I went over to Mark Waid's booth and I expected to see the big line. Like I said, there's nothing there. But he's got one book there. He's like, I don't bring them because people don't buy my stuff. But I was over there buying books like 15 minutes ago. Yeah. like it is really cool that. So I will tell you real quick. So I cried in front of him because I said, hey, so I write comic books because you write comic books. Can I give you some of my books? Because it would be an honor for me. And this man is so nice. He said, only if you sign them for me. And so I signed them and I ran away because I'm like, I can't handle it. I was like, I can't like that. And I could have talked to him for 4 hours because there's nobody else looking for comic books there.
What's trippy about Motor City too is you'll find Dan Mendoza and Brian Polito just walking on the floor back issue, honey.
Yeah, just
like they're just there. They're just chilling and walking around. Like, you just be like, oh, hey, what's up? They just got their backpacks. They're just nerding out. But like, hey, I want that guy in my book. Just walking around. Yeah. But no, they're fun. Yeah, it's good times. Okay, I'm dropping one more time. That right there goes to Invader. Shout out to homies. Go check them out. Like, that's if you can't find your shop, get it there because that's how you can get it. Let's see. You also got Tokyo Fire pre-launch. Look at this. You got all the things coming up. I'm also dropping this one more time.
And if you get back on the bandwagon, if you're able to get a copy of issue 1 of The Digger wherever, issue 2 drops at the end of this month, and there's still time to pre-order issue 3 at your local shop. We're at Lunar Distribution. If you're in the States, if you're overseas or international anywhere, we're through Universal. You can still pre-order issue 3, and then issue 4 will be up for pre-order soon. So like you can still get all 4 on your pull list, and you don't have to fall behind, and you won't miss out on apparently a top 10 list comic book.
Oh, look at that.
I never found out what 10 list it was.
I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this out. I don't know. GTK. on your comments, type in which top 10 list, because I know there's a couple of them, but we know the hot one, which is Comic Tom one. If that's Comic Tom one,
if it's that one, I'll cry again. I gotta call Mark Wade and cry over the phone.
Dang, you're just gonna be in tears for the whole next year. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm so emotional. I'm surprised I haven't cried on this podcast. When you invited me back, I'm like, oh my god, she wants to talk to me again.
Oh, I can tell you right now, it can instantly make you cry. Guess what? There's no more hot dogs in Michigan.
I would die. I wouldn't cry. You go find a bridge for me to jump off of. What are you talking about? It's fine. My roommate makes his own hot dogs. We do it with venison. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you didn't know we were fancy like that.
Yes, get your fanciest hot dog of all time. Yes. All right. Cool beans. Let's see. Way to go, dudes in chat. You guys be crushing it all the time. Click on all those links. There's all kinds of stuff. You know what? I'm gonna drop your links to your YouTube channel one more time. I can't remember. I don't have on me the fish one, but fish also fish be streaming everywhere. I know you get on there sometimes, but he's all over the place. Here, let's make it. Let's do this. Boom. There we go. That way you're not like.
This is my website. If you want to ever follow anything else, I'll drop it in the private chat.
Okay.
That's got everything, but I'm at TS Luther everywhere you can find people talking about stuff online, and you can follow along to my portfolio over there. All the comic books are coming out. Find the Digger on Invader Comics and
all the things.
Yeah, and watch this show. K-pop Junkie is awesome, and I'm gonna get that K-pop bump. I think that's what they always say is if you can get that K-pop bump on your first issue, you're gonna be able to get to issue 2.
It's the dumb stuff. This is a good question. What does TS stand for?
So that's my government name. TS stands for Terry Smith. That's my. But here's the thing: Terry Smith sounds like he does taxes. He doesn't write comic books. Luther, it was my father's middle name because he was also Terry. So TS Luther is like an homage to my father and my past identity. But I'm legally TS Luther now.
It could also stand for totally sniffling from the amount of times you've been crying this year.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah. That was the most dad joke I've ever heard, though. I want you to know.
What we do here. It's dumb.
Totally sniff. I mean, this is the Fartist feature. I would expect no less.
That's what we do. Dumb stuff. That's what I'm talking about. You should have asked by now. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Yeah. All right. I don't know what else to say. Listen, I got steaks I gotta go make. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm gonna go read welcome. Radiant Black Volume 4.
Yes, go read it. Go read all the stuff. Go look. Listen, I enjoy the Digger. Go check it out. It's much, cool stuff. And listen, all you peeps out there, Ashley Wood and Jim of Food. Tell them to hit him up for reprints, variant covers. Yes, that's right. Let's see. Yeah, good night. We're gonna get the hell out of here. I don't know about you, but wait, before we do it, what other cons you got coming up besides your Ohio thing that you're doing? You got
I'm doing Space in Ohio. I'm doing Tulip City Comic Con in April, and then I'm doing the Great Lakes Anime Expo in New Baltimore, Michigan. So that's what I have coming up. I got waitlisted for Motor City Comic Con. If I make enough money at those 3 shows, I'll be at a bunch of other Midwest stuff. But otherwise, find me online. You're walking through the woods.
Look at so they did they have 3 different versions of Fantasticon. They did the one in Waterford last year. Sign up for that one. That one was actually doing pretty good. I actually went to that and spent a lot of time with Chad and Dirk that were there, and it's growing, but the venue is pretty nice, so I like what they're going. I like the area, so I hope that they get way more people there. But sign up for that one.
I will do. Thank you, dude.
Pretty dope stuff. Yeah, we're gonna get the hell out of here, dudes. Go get some food. Read some books. Take a nap. All that stuff. Good times. But yeah, let's get out of here. Let's wave to the people. Or, I don't know how long it's going to take.